Hey there, I'm Gazbot. Some of you may be new to my channel because I'm going to be doing a little Power Morphicon coverage, but primarily I do a lot of art and, I do my own comic, the Horror A4, and that's what this 100-day challenge is about that you're in the middle of. But in the middle of it, I also went to San Diego Comic-Con, now I'm going to Power Morphicon. This is day 0, which is the day I'm prepping and then driving there. So tomorrow will be the first day of the convention proper. If you're only interested in that, skip to tomorrow. But as you can see behind me, I have a case. Let me turn on the light. And it is filled with toys. I'm a toy collector. There's lots of Sentai. These are all the SH figure arts. If you go down here, you got more of the American stuff. And then there's some Ultraman and other things there. Over in this area, you can see I got a Robo Knight, the SPD base, all my Japanese and American Ranger keys. I don't have all of them. Then down here, there's a few more mixed in, some Mega Force, some Mega Ranger, some Beetleborgs. Down here, I got the new Legacy figures and my Megazords. Over here, I got the Ninja Megazord and a Dino Thunder guy. All of which is to say I'm a Power Rangers fan. Now, I came to it late. I'm a little bit older than the average Power Rangers fan. I was a teenager when Mighty Morphin was on, and I remember watching Season 1, starting into Season 2, and I was a big fan of the Green Ranger stuff, but it was a little bit cheesy to me, but I still like cartoons, and I never really grew up, as you could tell, even then. But time moved on, and I moved away, and I didn't have that same fascination that everybody had when they were younger. I just was like, oh yeah, that was kind of a fun show. Forgot about it, watched a little bit of Zeo with my brother when I went back home, forgot about it again, and then started watching episodes randomly when they came on Netflix. Started watching Samurai, which I know a lot of people don't like, but I fell back in love with it. And I was like, wow, so Samurai for me, I say is kind of my Mighty Morphin, where I have a lot of sentimental value. Even though it was only a few years ago, it really sucked me back in. Then I watched Megaforce, Super Megaforce, and I've gone back since and watched MMR all the way now. I'm about halfway through halfway through Lightspeed Rescue. I've watched Zyuranger, I've watched Akiba Ranger, I've watched some other Sentai, and, that's kind of where I'm at. I've watched a few other random ones in the middle, like Jungle Fury, which I'm a big fan of, an RPM, but I don't know all of them. But in a very short period of time, I became a big fan, and because I'm a toy collector, I'm a big fan of the toys as well. So I was excited to go to Power Morphicon 2 years ago, missed it, now I'm actually going. I'm also doing my first ever cosplay, which is going to be kind of weak because I've never done it before, and it's a Sentai, it's not Power Rangers. I actually ordered a Ranger helmet from Aniki, but for those of you that know how that works, I'm not going to have it in time. Now, I'm not saying it's overdue. I ordered it late, and I had no right to expect it to be ready on time, but I am doing sort of a small cosplay. We'll see how that goes. What I'm doing right now is packing. Packing not my clothing and things, which I'll need to pack, but props and things I might need at the show. I have the membership, the Platinum, that comes with a free photo and 2 free signatures. I say free, but I obviously paid them in the cost. These are Zyuranger. This is the official one from Bandai Japan. This is the American Legacy Morpher that I had modified, and I'm not super thrilled with it, to be honest. But I'm bringing them both because one of the pictures I might try to get, or a signature, I'm not sure, is with Yuki, I forget the gentleman's name, but he played Geki, the red Zyuranger. As I said before, I watched all of Zyuranger. I like it quite a bit. Zyuranger is basically Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 1, the Japanese version. And then I also will be bringing this. This is my Wolf Morpher. I'm a big fan of Jungle Fury. This is RJ's Morpher, but again, this is the Japanese version. You could tell primarily because of the shiny gold. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to get a picture or a signature with him, but if I do, I want to have this with me. So you'll notice the theme of I'm trying to pack things that will be signed and or make a fun picture with people, and that's kind of where I am right now. I've also, on the art side of it, brought supplies so that I could do work on my comic, because I'm pledged to do at least 30 minutes a day, no matter what happens, even if I'm going to Power Morphicon. So I set myself up to be able to do that as well as clothing and things like that. I am missing something, though. There was another Morpher or something I wanted to bring, and I can't remember what it is. Let me think. I can't remember what I forgot, but I think I'll bring these. These are the only 2 Japanese Dino Chargers I have. Over there is Kyoryuger. I think they're called Zyudenshi. I might be wrong about that. But it's a Go Busters and a Zyuranger, which are not accurate. But I know there's a Dino Charge signing, and if I go to that, and if there's some sort of photo op, it'd be cool to have these. Even though they're not the American ones, they're more size accurate to the show. So I'll throw these in. They don't take a lot of room. I guess that's it for this sort of portion of it. I'm going to get some more packing done and then probably see you on the road. If you're wondering why I'm not talking about the Mighty Morphin actors and actresses, why I'm not getting them, well, a couple reasons. David Yost, who plays Blue, I've already got a video, I've met him. Same thing with Walter Jones. Austin St. John I'd like to meet, but he's at a lot of local shows. I'm in California, so he's at a lot of shows near me, and I feel like I could more easily meet him at a different show and not have to deal with the crazy crowds and lines that are going to be involved in Power Morphicon, and I'll have an opportunity again to meet him, where some of these other actors and actresses I probably won't. Same goes for Karen Ashley, who plays Mighty Morphin Yellow for season 2 on, or maybe season 1, whatever. You get the point. I remembered what I forgot. Barracuda Blade! This is for Samurai Gold, who is actually one of my favorite Rangers. Day of the trip. Drove over to the big dog's house, and he's driving us the rest of the way. The trunk is loaded with Power Ranger things to be signed and shaken at celebrities. So off we go then. Off we go then! Exiting Big Bear Diner in Gilroy. This is our first stop. We're maybe an hour in, not that far, but the idea was to stop here. There's a Target nearby to load up on supplies and have a lovely breakfast with a bear themed, bear themed, whatever. Pulled over to work out some technical details on the phone and GPS and all that kind of good stuff. Look at this kind of crazy view. There's just like a valley out here. There's just like some kind of, I don't know, I wish I had a good cosplay so I could just stand there and be like, see y'all, we're not gonna give up to you! There's some big Sentai monster in there, whatever. But it's a cool little, it's hot. It's a hot breeze. Breeze? It's making me warmer. I'm gonna get back in the car. Look, they're here too to fight Sentai whatevers. Here we go. What are we seeing? Oh wow, that is quite a fire of some sort.
That looks like a car that was on fire.
Holy cow, that is a car that's on fire. Yep, I can see the door and like,
that car
yeah,
straight up exploded.
It's upside down, or is it? No, actually I can't tell if it's upside down. Wow, yeah, that was burning for quite a while. We saw that from miles away. The journey continues into the mountains. Stopped at a rest area, and it's a true rest area where they even have like a little arcade and a store and a few other things. Now some of these arcade games were shut down, but it makes me feel homesick for New Jersey. In New Jersey, there's the Parkway and the Turnpike, both of which have a lot of rest areas like this that aren't just a stop with a gas station, but an actual rest area with things like an arcade. Anyway, I'm gonna look. Ooh. Coffee. Deluxe coffee. They have milk, which is a rare commodity here in California. For some reason, they always have warm creamer and the fake milk stuff. Now, this is whole milk. I prefer non-fat, but I will take what I can get. The Flying J. Yes, this rest area is called the Flying J, and over here is the J store. It's pretty awesome. As I showed you, there's an arcade, but it's like a true rest area. They have showers, you like for truckers, and they call it out, like, hey, take a shower. I wanted to take a shower. I've never taken a shower at a rest area, although it might be public, and then I'm not such a big fan of that. But they had milk for the coffee. I also got a pastry, which I wasn't gonna get, but they had one of those 7-Eleven type display cases. Whoa, it's the big dog! Let's get away from him. But it was a double wide case, and it had only like 2 things in it, which told me that they were good and fresh and in demand, and by golly, they were. So, happy days at the Flying J store, rest area thing. Oh, look at this. I was bragging to Q how good they were, and she wanted one. 3 racks of delicious. Hey, also, doesn't the Flying J kind of look like the Ninja symbol, the Ninja Steel Power Ranger symbol? No? Maybe I just got it on the brain. Okay.
In the comments, hashtag street justice.
We made it. We're in the hotel. It's lovely. A 10-minute walk from our hotel is Blaze Pizza. It's kind of a build your own, and that's where we're going now. Anything else exciting happening? Well, we did see the Blue Time Force Ranger. He's in a hotel room 2 down from us. He had his shirt off. Oh, yeah. Here we are, Target. After having lovely pizza dinner, there's not a lot going on tonight. So we're at Target, where we're finding toys to buy because we're not gonna have an opportunity to buy toys for the next 3 days. Check this out, I've never seen this. you could get your face printed on Black Widow, Spider-Man, other superheroes, or a Jedi. Action figures designed to look just like you. That's weird. That's the face. It's missing some bottom face there. Can you see? I think they're like $30 though. It's not too expensive. It's a cool idea. This would be really good for a kid. Does it look like me? I feel like it would work better if you could see my hair, but I'm a terrified stormtrooper. This hotel is pretty posh. Look at those lights. Wow, that was loud, sorry. It was louder than I intended.
Foreign apparatus.
Yeah. Let's catch the moment where he's opening the rarest. Yeah. It's a little subject blind box. He's unhappy. Is it another pink?
What's his head?
Oh shit. But he's an American only. I think Robert Axelrod's gonna be here. Get him to sign it.
Did your elbows bend on yours or no?
I don't remember. I don't think so. Back at the hotel room, and I just spent, along with Q, probably an hour easily trying to get my wig to look like what I want it to look like. And you can see the aftermath. It involved a lot of cutting. We tried to use this. That didn't work very well. And in the end, this helped a little, but really, this crazy hairspray saved the day along with some scissoring. And it will live over here until tomorrow. Hey, what's up? It's me, Gazbot, once again. I'm quietly coming to you because I'm in the bathroom. My wife and my buddy Alex are in the other room sleeping. It's about 1:30 in the morning. I'm also in a hotel. I was gonna go in the hall, but it's, you know, whatever. I theoretically could go down to the lobby, but I just don't want to. I did my 30 minutes. For those of you that are watching just because it's Power Morphicon, this is day 0, which was the travel preparation for Power Morphicon, but it's day 37 of my 100 Days of Making Comics challenge, which is 100 days in a row spending at least 30 minutes a day working on my own personal comic book, The Horror A4, a gigantic monster kaiju book. I'm working on issue 2. Issue 1 is done. It's available for sale below. I'm working on issue 2 right now, and I have to do 30 minutes a day on it no matter what happens, even when it's 1:30 in the morning and I am sitting in a hotel room with people who are sleeping. Now, it's difficult to work on the road because I work digitally mostly, but what I had done is printed out some pages like this with really rough thumbnails with blue line, and so what I went ahead and did for my half hour was taking one of those pages and filled it in with pencil. Now, it's still super rough. I'll get in close, but you could see the sort of rough pencils. I mean, I hesitate to call it pencils, but you could see what I mean. I've actually increased the fidelity, made it less rough. I'll have to take another pass before I go to inks, obviously, to tighten it up, but it's work done. Normally I get 1 or 2 panels a day to rough to the point where I could ink them, but since these are like kind of to size, normally I'd work larger, and normally I would not be using a little nub of a pencil while I'm sitting in a hotel room bed. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 panels done instead of 1 or 2, but of course these 7 will all need to be worked on again. That is what I did for my 30 minutes. I actually also did a little bit of work on this panel on the bottom of that one, but that's not super important. That is basically not that interesting to look at, but just proof that I worked on it. If you're really interested in my art, I have plenty of other videos on that. But this is it for day 0 of Power Morphicon and day 37 of 100 Days of Making Comics. And if today is day 37 of 100 Days of Making Comics, well then that means... oh, there's 63 days left, isn't it? Oh, 63! We've got 64 days left. I don't know what I was trying to do there.